Hello, and welcome back to Cape Corner, where we explore the history, story, and cultural impact of a different character or group every episode. I'm Blue,
And I'm Jordan.
and today we're talking about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. So I want you to get a different singer and pitch the octave up by one, because we're going from Go Go Power Rangers to Go Go Power Rangers.
I was shook when they finally played the real. I was like, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. And then they did it, and I nearly cried.
Well, of course they did it, because we're talking about 1995's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. And that was the theme song. But they don't
that one when they were roller skating.
Mhm.
You know the one.
where
It was kind of like a mountain high enough, but it was different.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
there was a lot of weird music in that one.
Oh, yeah.
No, I actually do kind of want to talk about the 1995 one for a minute, because I was like, I don't think we mentioned it.
We mentioned it, like, in passing, but I don't think we, like, covered the plot of it.
Okay. It's really just
Maybe
like...
we did.
It's really just like an alternate universe retelling of season 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did talk about it. We talked about how hot the lady is and
With the sticks.
how Ivan Ooze is cool, and we actually get to see shriveled Voldemort version of Zordon.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think we mentioned all that.
I still can't believe that the way they saved the day in that movie was literally kick the villain in the balls, and then he gets hit by a nuke and dies.
I never thought of it that way. It was funny.
Yeah. It's just like insult and then injury.
And then injury.
Yeah. Yeah, the CGI in that is atrocious, but it was 1995. This was the same era as Reboot. This was the same era as Beast Wars.
At least one of the Batman movies released that year.
Mask of the Phantasm?
No, Batman Forever, I think.
No, Batman Forever was 1996.
Oh, okay, I got him confused. Then no, there wasn't a Batman movie that year. I think Phantasm was 94. Okay. You know what? I'm probably wrong about that. Someone's gonna fact check me and then get mad. So just don't.
All right. So we already did a decent. I mean, there's not much to talk about with the fucking Power Rangers movie.
Apparently, do a skydive for charity, as you do in high school. And
and
fight in a construction yard against Ivan Ooze's little Oozlings, or what they're called. And
Rita and Zed are like, hey, let's crack open this big purple egg, and Ivan Ooze is like, cool, you're out of the movie now. And he fucks up the command center. He makes one of the funniest lines where he's talking about all of the devastation he missed over the centuries. He's like, I can't remember the first thing he said, but then he's like, the Spanish Inquisition. And
I think we did mention that last episode. That's
the Brady Bunch reunion.
Yeah, the context for the original Brady Bunch was getting cable inside that
what?
egg. Well, was he getting cable inside of that egg?
Oh my
because,
God.
like, yeah, but and then they go to an alien planet. They fight the Tengus. And
They find the hot woman that we talked about for like a solid 5 minutes on the last episode.
Adam is like, but I'm a frog. And then they don't give the Japanese backstory of why frogs are considered ninjas. No.
Oh, yeah.
she's just like, oh, yeah, Princess of the Frog, you kiss, you're a prince. There you go. He's like, dude, kiss me more, pretty lady. Okay. Now let's time travel 22 years. Jesus.
That's too many years.
It's a lot. I'm dying so much. Okay. Yeah, it just hit me how far apart those movies were. Okay. 2017. Well, let's first do 2016.
We got, or like towards the tail end of 2015, we got an announcement that Lionsgate was making a Power Rangers movie.
And that made me nervous. I have no like prior like opinion on Lionsgate. Like
with the studio, but just because of recent trends, with things like
Transformers or Ninja Turtles or like, I don't know.
Like that everything that was like a popular 80s, 90s property has been turned into like a bad movie.
I'm really thankful they haven't done Thundercats yet.
Oh god.
But like they were just fucking everything up.
Alvin Children's movies. So they were like, we're doing Power Rangers. I was like, no, my safe haven.
And then in the beginning of 2016, we got the first promotional image of the suits, and everyone else was like, "Oh, this is a travesty. This is atrocious." And like my knee jerk reaction was like, "Ew, what?" But then like I looked at it for a few minutes. I was like, you know, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
They just look more like armored. They still largely resemble the original suits, just more armor, less spandex.
And it looks realistically like something I would expect some ancient alien. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, the chest pieces that have like the little, you know how I feel about like space shit. Like if something is made of space, it is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like the inside of the
body of Starman or Alien X.
But
they have little jewels in their chest pieces that have space in it.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
I was like, yeah, this is, you know what? I kind of dig it. It's pretty good. And what's very fun is that
regardless of the reception that this movie didn't deserve to get, and the fact that the sequel has been fucking yanked out from under us, this movie is still considered part of the Power Rangers multiverse. There's a Boom Studios comic where Zach from
the Boom Studios series gets pulled into a dimensional rift, and we find out that
there's some villain that is attacking the Morphin Grid, but specifically only black energy, and they're trying to like
coin from in the multiverse to access it. So somebody summoned as many different variants
of the wielder of the Black Mastodon power as they could get. So there's just a fuck ton of Zacks, a bunch of Adams, and one of the like they all show up different, right? Like one of them has like the ninja power, like from well, one of them has like, you know, the ninja suit. One of them has like the Aquitar
right,
ninja stuff. One of them is like a cyborg and all sorts of shit. And one of them was the movie version of Zack.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was neat. But yeah, so time is passing. We start getting trailers, and
see it, the more I'm like, I don't know, man, because they were marketing it very heavily, like it was
a teen drama. But like, what's the flavor of teen drama I'm looking for? Like a serious. I haven't seen the show Euphoria, but everyone won't shut up about it. So I get the feeling like it's sort of that kind of flavor.
Like an early days Riverdale kind of thing.
Yeah, where it's like very dour and almost like soap opera-esque, like it's on the border of that.
It's like soap opera noir in high school.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, because like it shows like Jason in the truck with his dad, and he's like, "Oh, you screwed up. Now you got to go here every weekend with all these freaks and rejects or whatever." And then like, Bully like knocks into Billy and breaks his pencil, and Billy just going, and it shows just like Zack sitting on that like discarded train car, just like looking surprised. And it's all very like,
Look at these moody teens.
Yeah, it was like this is the Power Rangers movie, and
that was a big mix up for me. That it's like, wait, the Power Rangers are like ridiculously cool and kind, upstanding citizens, and here's like the reject loner out by himself, and the troubled delinquent who's like got a heart of gold, but he's a troubled delinquent.
But one of the things that immediately I did appreciate was that they weren't the biggest goody goodies on the face of the planet anymore,
because I was like, I would like to see.
Have always been ones that had to struggle and learn to come together, rather than ones that were just like, we're immediately like the best team ever.
And and so like I like more realistic teenager depictions, and teenagers are messy, and so seeing them, like they're all from different cliques and everything, and they've all got issues and having to come together, and like learning unity through diversity is like a big thing. And I thought that they portrayed it very well. And plus the fucking intro says teenagers with attitude, but they never had any fucking attitude. Well, these ones have attitude. Oh, and I gotta say, with that first trailer, there's a shot in it that I don't know if people remember, but it stuck with me very strongly. It must have been from a deleted scene. There's a part where it shows the top of a train and somebody fully covered, like wearing like a hoodie and like a face mask and like gloves and boots and everything, does a spinning kick on top of the moving train. And immediately when I saw the spin kick, I was like, it's fucking Tommy. Like you don't.
Serious figure with only a single martial arts move given to them for their screen time, and it's a fucking spin kick. You cannot tell me that that's not Tommy.
And they fucking cut him from the movie.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, because I kept my eyes out for that scene. It's like, what's it going to happen? What's it going to happen? Tommy.
So it was in the trailer.
Credits roll. Fuck! And then they're like, Tommy Oliver. I'm like, okay, so you cut from the movie for like
the post credits reveal, but like you still could have left I don't know what the context of the scene was, so I don't know. I'm just assuming, but like you could have left this mysterious figure doing spin kicks on top of the train in the movie.
Our fans would be like, "Where's Tommy? Where might be Tommy?" And then like at the end had the Tommy Oliver, and so everyone who's
Not that's like well versed in it, but like because like even very casual Power Rangers fans know who Tommy is.
Yeah, that's probably the most famous name in the franchise.
But anyway, the second trailer seemed course correct. Because it opened
with fucking Becky G being like, last night, me
out and found the ruins of an ancient spaceship. I'm pretty much a superhero now, and immediately smashed cut to her
mom slamming a urine cup down on the table and be like, "Pee into this." So they went a lot more with like the humor in the second one, but like I actually feel like if you watch the two trailers, they provide a good balance because the first one had all of the drama and the edge. Like there's a bit in that first trailer where it does that like rotating shot with Rita. Who was it that she visited in their room? Was it Trini or was it Kim?
I think it was Kim. I can't remember.
I was thinking it was Trini. It was it was one of the people with vaginas. But she's like, I killed Rangers before. I was just like, oh, jeez.
Good humor shit, and the movie strikes a very good balance between drama and humor. So like they showcased all the drama
in one trailer and all the humor in the other. So it like I'm like you got to watch both trailers to get like a feel for what.
Yeah.
And so I felt like I was well prepared. I was like, it's gonna have a good mix. But then it seemed like there was a bunch of people that was like, yeah, there were too many jokes.
What is this, a Marvel movie? Or they were like, oh, it's too edgy. What is this, a DC movie? and it was just like, guys, it's just a movie. It's just a lot of movies have.
Gee, it's almost like in your life where sometimes you're laughing and then sometimes you're not.
Yeah, that's always my biggest, refute to people who get upset about too much humor in movies or any humor in movies, it seems, occasionally. Because it's like, yeah, man, people are funny sometimes. It's like, have you ever noticed that if you're talking to someone, occasionally they're funny?
Or like I've seen people be like, but they shouldn't be making.
Like, have you ever met a human being? Because a lot of times we're really fucking awkward, and when we shouldn't make a joke, we just make a joke
to diffuse the tension, man.
Yeah,
like that just happens a lot, actually. I don't try to nerd shame people.
Nerd. But go touch some fucking grass, Jesus Christ. Talk to a person. Get off the fucking computer.
I do. Okay, yeah, it's really hard not to use touch grass on that one, because it does feel like the only way you could think that most people just never say anything funny and everything should be self-serious is if you don't actually talk to people.
Yeah. I definitely feel a lot of this stems from people segregating themselves into a bubble. I think I saw that you liked the tweet that I did yesterday, where this person was like, Batman v Superman is still the greatest movie ever, and I was like, I'm begging you to watch other movies.
Yeah, it's I like it. Coming
you
from
can
someone,
like it.
Coming from
you-
someone who does enjoy everything that Zack Snyder has done, pretty much, that's not the greatest comic book movie. I'm honest. Okay, if you think it is, I'm not gonna say that you're dumb. Blue might, but I'm not gonna say that you're dumb. Because every movie is someone's favorite, and that's like a core part of my entire life's philosophy. But you know, when people say it's like, oh well, this is the deepest, most beautifully well constructed piece of cinema, and anyone who dislikes it is just too dumb to get it because it's, you know, no, that's dumb. Some people just don't like some stuff.
Yeah,
And
honestly, in the superhero genre, the movie I can think of
I could ever possibly imagine as like, oh, this is the deepest one. This is the most deep and complex one.
Would be like maybe like Joker, but even then, there's the criticism of but it's just doing what Taxi Driver did. It's like fair.
yeah, I'd say as far as that's the thing is, like you said, please watch other movies because it's like, look, I love, like, a central part of my entire identity is that I love superheroes and everything they've been in. But this is not deep, groundbreaking stuff, man. Superhero movies are generally pretty straightforward in terms of like moral complexity.
The entire moral thing that people think is so deep and amazing in Batman v Superman centers around like some, again, I've said before, some shit that like a late middle to early high schooler thinks, like some philosophy 101 shit where they're like, but what if the devil is actually the good guy?
And you know, I do like that about Batman versus Superman, that it's like, but it's not like that's like, gosh,
that's not the most mind-blowing shit in the world like they seem to think it is.
Like Lex is going on about, you know, if God is all powerful, then he can't be all good, and if he's all good, then he can't be all powerful. It's like, well, cool line. That's always Lex's philosophy. That's been his comic book philosophy for decades. This isn't a, you know, oh, this movie really pioneered questioning the power of superheroes. No, it didn't. It's great. Man. It's cool. I like when movies do that. And I like this movie, and I like the way this movie did it. But it's not like it invented that. My favorite was seeing someone call the Martha scene the deepest and most complex emotional scene in, I hope they said comic book movie history, because if they said film history, it's really upsetting.
Again, I've heard the arguments 10 million
times. But it's like, it's again one of those, no, people who didn't like the scene aren't too stupid to get it. It's pretty straightforward. He, you know, the name reminds him of his mom, reminds him that Superman is human in a way, even though he's alien, and this, you know, there's more to this guy than just what you've seen on the news, and you know, reminding him of his own loss and not wanting to inflict that loss on someone else. I get it. There's like a few layers of things that this reminds Bruce of. It's not groundbreaking. It's just okay.
Anyway. Yeah, no, because it also doesn't make any sense in context. Because like fucking what, like 3 years or something passed between the Metropolis incident.
18 months, I think.
Like 1 year. Like, are we expected to believe that?
I think they say it's been 18 months at the start of the movie.
Oh, so a year and a half. Are we supposed to believe that he didn't look into like Superman at all? Like when they meet each other, like as Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne, like they pretty.
I know it's you, motherfucker. Like so it's like, okay, so he knows he's Clark Kent. Are we expected to believe
that fucking Batman can't run a background check and see if he's got a family? I refuse to believe he didn't know that he had a fucking adoptive family going into that goddamn fight.
If you have figured out that reporter Clark Kent, who is apparently like not no one. He's he's not like it's not like the first movie. It's not like Man of Steel where quote unquote Clark Kent had a childhood and then disappeared, and he's been traveling the world doing all kinds of stuff in little. But he lives in Metropolis as a reporter. If you know that that's Superman, you can figure out who his parents are.
Yeah. Fucking his coworker calls him Smallville. It's not hard.
Yeah, that is one of the major plot holes in Batman. We're just going to turn this into a Batman versus Superman episode. That is one of the plot holes. The Batman should have known that. Anyway, no, people don't need to be self-serious all the time. It's okay for them to tell. My favorite was people who are giant fans of Batman versus Superman saying that it's terrible, it's evil, and it's marvelous that Joss Whedon had Batman make a joke when he says, my superpower is that I'm rich. And then it turns out that it was Zack Snyder's line because it's still in the Zack Snyder Justice League cut. Yeah, Zack gets that occasionally people are funny. Just that movie was very dark and self-serious.
Yeah.
There's some jokes in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Sure. Well, the whole thing is a joke.
Nah, fuck you.
That's my impression of it.
That's fair. I'll give you that one. I'm not gonna refute that at all.
Well, like especially because lately I've seen like the Zack Snyder boys be like, the Batman fucking sucks. Like,
that's dumb.
Her line about strays. Oh, what an idiot line. And I'm like, there's so many dumb fucking lines in your goddamn Batman v Superman and Justice League movies, and
it's like you can't tell me that you love superheroes and then only love the superhero movies that shy away from the comic book aspect of superheroes.
Exactly.
It's like these things have source material, and that's the kind of thing that comic book Catwoman would say, and that's awesome.
One of the things I saw that they were getting mad at was that they were like, he's indestructible in this movie. It's like, first of all, he's really not. But second, yeah, welcome to a fucking superhero movie.
Yeah. Welcome to comic books, bro. Read one.
Have you ever seen Batman? The dude tanks bullets pretty effectively. So, like, yeah.
It's almost like we were seeing an actual fucking Batman on the screen. And he's not the first one to be bulletproof. Fucking name.
I don't know.
And fucking Kilmer and fucking maybe not Clooney. I don't know. Did you ever get shot in that movie? Fuck out of
it. And Bale, like they've all been shot and like shrugged it off.
Yeah.
Hell, Bale fucking like stood there and got tased and literally just kept posing because the tasing meant nothing to him.
Yeah, he kept posing. I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's just the newest thing of like, oh, there's a new thing, but it's not the movie maker that I like, so it's bad.
Yeah, we've kind of developed this three-way perpetual internet battle between, and I tweeted about this yesterday, the Snyder cult, as they're called, the MCU stands, as they're called, and I think people call them the Warner shills, or the people who like anything about Warner Bros. That isn't Zack Snyder. And it's like, why do all of you hate each other?
So I saw that tweet,
like hate the toxic people for sure, but.
Well, I saw that tweet and I was getting ready to respond to it, but I didn't want to be rude to you. So I just got to say one thing. Calling people Warner shells just because they like, watch movies is dumb. Calling people MCU fucking whatevers because like they like good movies is dumb. I gotta say though, these Zack Snyder dudes, they kind of really do act like a cult, though. Like,
well, there are some, and that's why I put all three of those terms in quotes, is because like these are
Well,
the things that people who don't like that group use to
but
talk about them, and there are
I haven't
toxic
seen
people
I
in all
haven't
three.
seen that title used on people that are just like, yeah, I like the movies. Like, whenever I see someone have that stance, it's usually like, all right, you're allowed to. But it's when people are specifically like, oh, the fucking Justice League is the worst thing ever. But I'll tell you what, Ben Affleck is the best Batman, and they're editing pictures to make him look cooler than he really is. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the highest cinema, and they act like they've drunk the fucking Kool-Aid. That's the only time I've seen. Like, maybe I'm not experiencing the same things you are.
That
But
could be because I've seen all three terms used to group in the fans with the assholes, and on all three of those levels, because there are people who are like, no, Warner Bros. Can do no wrong, and Snyder is fucking stupid and evil, and all of you are dumb for liking his movies, and it's like that happens, and that's bad. And there's the same thing with there's Marvel people who are like, everything DC has ever done is stupid and terrible, and you're bad if you're not a Marvel fan.
I've
And
very rarely seen that, though.
it's
Like,
not nearly as common as the Snyder ones. But all three of them exist, so I figured I'd call out all three of them.
Yeah, I agree that they all exist,
but that's like saying, I don't know. That's like saying white supremacists and Mexican supremacists exist in America. It's like,
Yeah,
sure,
okay, that's fair.
but like maybe we shouldn't be treating them as equivalent when there's a very clear disparity between like the amount. Like, I don't know. I just feel I see. Maybe it's just because they're really loud. I don't know, but I see the crazy Zack Snyder fans much more often than I see crazy Marvel fans. The worst Marvel fans I've seen in recent years have been people that like started out the gate watching WandaVision and then.
Yep, I was about
Then,
to say,
but
is it the Wanda
what's
people?
What's wild is that they don't even shit on the other superhero properties. They just shit on other Marvel superheroes.
That's also true. That's a weird one. That's the weirdest one to me. Is it's like, come on, man. If
Like,
there was,
yeah, but
if
Wanda
there
was
was
fine.
ever, if there was ever a you're on the same team moment, it's this one.
Yeah. Okay.
But
We should
anyway,
really pivot back to Power Rangers now.
yeah, probably. Anyway, the closing remark there is everyone's on the same team. Stop being assholes to each other. So
Yeah. Okay. So, Power Rangers movie. The whole plot is that. Okay. Wait. Before we get into plot, let's talk about some specific character dynamics. I gotta point this out. Is Zach a pervert?
is he?
Is he like a weird, creepy pervert? Because there's a bit where he's literally just sitting on top of that discarded train car from the trailer, and he pulls out binoculars and is just staring at Becky G.
Interesting. Maybe he is. Well, you know what? I was actually watching a YouTube video about this the other day from the Pop Culture Detective. Highly recommend that YouTube channel. He does like these 30-minute deep dives into problematic aspects of things that you might not have noticed because they're so deeply ingrained. And one of them is the harmless peeping Tom trope, which applies perfectly to this, where it's in like every movie and show ever in like the last 40 years of someone looking at a woman. It's usually a guy looking at a woman without her consent. It's like he's just kind of staring at her from a distance or through binoculars or from behind a bush or in from his bedroom window to her bedroom window.
I hated that shit in the first Spider-Man movie.
Yes.
That shit always freaks me out.
And it's like
bro, she's changing clothes. Fucking close your goddamn window.
And it's always depicted as flattering in the movie or show that it's in. It's always, oh, look how sweet. This guy really likes her. And he's staring at her without her consent from somewhere that she does not notice him. And it's shocking how, like, he was showing clip after clip after clip, and I was like, I had become blind to this trope because it happens so much. And it sounds like this might be another one of them where it's like, I don't know, that's a little creepy, but I'm sure the movie meant it as, oh, he thinks she's cute.
It's like, no, that's bad.
So he's just staring at her with his binoculars.
What I also love, what I also love is that they do that to very clearly portray that.
Later on in the movie, he hits her with that, but dude, I'm a lesbian. And she's like, oh, whoops.
That's funny.
That's great.
That's like, all right, good work turning that around. But yeah, okay. So that's my issue with Zach is that he's
Jason.
You
know
know
what? I like him.
He's
more fun and
interesting than the slice of bread that we got from the TV show.
Yeah, this is a good Jason. I like him.
Oh wait, I forgot he was muscly. Then the loaf of bread that we got. And he that opening fucking scene with the cow.
That's genuinely funny.
It lives in my head rent free.
Dude, this is a male cow.
Yeah. Well, I remember, like, I've only watched the movie once, but that scene, I almost remember the lines verbatim, where it's just like, man, this thing's really, like, putting up a fight. It's like, oh, don't worry. I'm sure she'll calm down soon. I milked her just a few minutes ago. And it's just like, him. You milked him a few minutes ago. It's like, what? No. It's like, was there one big udder?
Yeah.
And he just like shines the flashlight down there and just like, oh man.
The just resignation of defeat.
Like I was like, man, I wonder how many people went into this and was just not
expecting Power Rangers.
Oh God, this tricked someone. This someone left the theater at this point. Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Probably. But I was saying, I was like, that's great. Remember that, please. I should also say that
this movie happened largely because of, okay, do you remember back in like 2013 or something, there was a YouTube video called Power.
It cut out for a second. Power what?
Power/Rangers.
Oh, was it the Gritty reboot thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
They like, it was like a dystopian cyberpunk future of Power Rangers where like Zach is like a kingpin of crime, and like he sells fucking hip hop Aikido fitness tapes. And like someone's like a drug addict and someone's a prostitute. I think Kimberly is a prostitute or something. And it's like all this shit. And there were legitimately people back then being like, oh, this is what they should do for a Power Rangers movie. I was like, no, the fuck it isn't. Make it more adult, sure, but you don't need to do this. This spits in the face of what Power Rangers is. And besides, it's not like we've never gotten the whole, like, is this child soldiers commentary before? Again, read the Boom Studios comics. They literally touch on that point, and they do it in a much better fashion. Like, they literally hit the story of, like, is it morally justifiable to conscript teenagers to fight an intergalactic war for you if, like, the safety of multiple planets hinges on it?
I love that moral quandary.
Yeah, because there's like there's a point where a full-grown woman, like a leader of an international mercenary group, is like, yeah, I actually had power at one point, and Zordon was like, yeah, but I could find a better fit, and he wound up going with like teenagers, which seems pretty fucked up to me. Um, but like, there's a really good line in Beast Morphers many years, well, not many years, like you know, um, now many years after the conception of Power Rangers, that says, like, it explains it pretty well. Actually, it makes it make sense. Their bodies are still in the middle of changing, transforming. They're not children, so their like strength and their ability to like take punishment is close to that of an adult's, but their bodies are still in transition, so they're able to change or morph more effectively, meaning that their bodies are able to match with that.
Interesting.
Better than if you gave the power to a full
That feels like it causes a problem with the logic of a few of the seasons where they are adults.
Yeah, but like you could also argue that, well, maybe they're just not as strong.
Interesting.
Lightspeed Rescue, hell, they're a lot of times focused on rescue efforts. I could see them not being as combat oriented as, say,
fucking Dino Thunder or whatever, who have
very interesting, yeah,
fucking 4 different modes of battle. Or yeah, but and like what's also fun is that a lot of times the teams that are comprised of adults are supplemented by governmental institutions and technology, and they're constantly making new shit, which helps sort of bridge the gap of strength.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Lightspeed, Time Force, SPD, yeah, cool.
Yeah, almost every time that they've been adults, they got their powers from.
So, I like the idea that, like, if it's just like a small mystical group or whatever, they're like, we do teenagers,
because we don't have access to all these other resources. We're going the more natural way. Teenagers are already within the foundation of metamorphosis. So,
utilized through morphing and changing, it just syncs up with them
better.
And
I like that. That helps justify it to some extent. It's not that it erases the moral quandary, but it makes it make sense. So I always like that, and it does make sense. Like there's a logic to that. It's like, yeah, I get it. But anyway, they made this really dark future Power Rangers sequel bullshit, and there were a bunch of people that were glomming onto that. And I was terrified that they were actually going to do it. And so that's part of the reason I was nervous going into this movie. But when I saw that, like, they made it more adult, they utilized some more dramatic aspects, but they definitely didn't lose the spirit of what Power Rangers is supposed to be. It's supposed to be that diversity brings people together. It doesn't tear them apart. Because that was one of the big problems, is that they all fell apart and they went their separate ways. And some of them hated each other in that dark future. It was like, that's all. That seems vaguely racist.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, the black guy and the Asian girl and the white guys, like they couldn't all be friends.
Oh no.
Oh,
that's didn't think of it like that.
Yeah. They were always destined to drift apart.
Good lord.
Tug's collar. But yeah, so Jason's thing in the movie is that he was pulling a fucking jock prank on another football team, and he tried driving away from the cops. And he crashed his car, wound up creating a big incident, and so he got kicked off the football team, slapped with an ankle monitor, has now been branded.
Mm-hmm.
What was
I
Kimberly's
feel like it was
deal?
really bad. I feel like it was something like
Wasn't it like
she revealed that somebody was like in a relationship with their teacher or something.
Oh, maybe that was it. Oh
It
gosh,
was
I gotta look it up again.
whistle on something fucked up, but everyone else was like, "Oh, I can't believe you would just ruin someone's life
like that." It's like she was, or it was like somebody was like doing drugs or something, and she blew the whistle on them, and so she became ostracized, even though she was technically like doing the right thing. So, people just started bullying the shit out of her. I saw something, by the way, in early stuff say that those girls were supposed to be that universe's Bulk and Skull.
Oh yeah.
Which like I wasn't against. Hell, I wasn't even against the fact that Tommy would be a girl. I was like, that's kind of rad. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
And we'll never see it. Fuck me.
Man, I want.
This is why I hate nerds.
The why?
Just because like we're given fucking great shit on a silver platter and then we ruin it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, this is what I thought it was, and I was like, that can't be right. They didn't do that in this movie. That Kimberly apparently like shared or spread a like risque photo of a teammate on her cheerleading team.
Wait, stop. Right.
It cut out. I didn't hear anything of what you said.
Okay.
What did she do?
That she like spread or leaked or shared a compromising photo of one of her cheerleading teammates, and it's like, wait, is that what she did? I can't remember, but I had a feeling that it was like something bad that she did. That she's like, I feel really bad about this, and I need to be a superhero to make amends for it or something.
Oh yeah, that's pretty fucked up then.
Yeah, I feel like it was like reading it now. I'm like, they didn't do that, did they? And I'm thinking back. I'm like, I think that's what they did.
Damn, it's fucked up, Kim. Why are you slut shaming people?
Billy's my favorite on this.
Easily
on this team.
He's the greatest. I've mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. I think what's his name, R.J. Williams, did such a phenomenal job portraying an autistic character, because I, an autistic person, watched this movie, and before they ever said anything, I was like, is this dude autistic? He's doing a lot of autistic things. And so later he's like, I'm on the spectrum. I was like, yo!
Nice.
It was so good. He did it so well. It's a lot of little subtle things. A lot of like eye contact issues or like miscommunication. Like the whole scene where he was like hacking Jason's ankle monitor and Jason's freaking out and he's just begging for some information about what the fuck is going on. He's like, do you really have this? You're not telling me anything. And he's just like, what? I don't understand why you don't understand what I'm doing. I was like, that's realistic.
He did so good. That character is so great.
He is easily the moral center. He's the heart of the team, and I love because one of the biggest stereotypes of autistic people is that we don't do human emotion normally.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, because we're so introspective, we tend to be a lot more emotionally strong and sound.
Person, because like a lot of times you find your emotional center through like meditation and shit. But like, okay, autism
is named the way it is because of the Latin word auto, like self, and it speaks to the fact that we communicate more effectively with ourselves than with other people. Where a neurotypical person communicates more easily with other people than with themselves. That's why a lot of times they don't hit a lot of personal realizations until someone else brings it up to them, whether like friends or therapists. But autistic people, because we're so like, you know, enclosed and we're drawn in on ourselves a lot, we do a lot of introspection and we come across a lot of these realizations very easily. So they portrayed that by having the suits only be able to appear when they hit like an emotional high point, like not like getting emotionally heightened, but like having a handle on who you are as a person, having a strong control over your emotions, and not like dulling down your emotions, but you know what I mean, finding like your balance, like your zen or whatever. And Billy is the first one to do it, showing that he's the most emotionally mature of the group.
That's cool.
I also like that it's the conflict for them because they're fucking teenagers. They can't like gain control of that shit.
Yeah.
And then the last one is Trini. She was a delight. I wasn't expecting to like her as much as I did.
She's just really fucking funny, and she's very like sassy and realistic. Like when they're at the fucking crash.
She's the only one that's like, guys, I don't think we should be here. This seems bad. We should leave. And the others are
still just like, ooh, shit, rock. And then they hear the police sirens, and she's like, oh, the cops are coming.
I did. Yeah, I like her. Pretty good. And she's like
telling her little brothers, like, I'm basically a superhero. And they're like, cool. I'm like, yeah, you would show off to your siblings like that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. There was a weird scene. I didn't hate it, but it was definitely weird. Where her and Kim hated each other at first, and part of their bonding
in the fucking Krispy Kreme, and like one of them grabs something with a fork, and the other one like grabs something the same thing with their fork, and they have a fucking fork fight
over this one piece of food.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't hate that. I kind of like it, but what the fuck? Who does this in public? All right, Rita. Yo, this Rita is fucking scary.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth Banks nailed this.
Yeah. It's like, you know that commercial of like, hey, you got chocolate in my peanut butter. So you got peanut butter in my chocolate. This was me going, hey, you got Brendan Fraser's The Mummy.
Hello?
No, you're good. It cut out for like a split second, so I missed the end of the sentence, and then I couldn't tell if you were still doing a sentence when it came back.
Yeah, it's been doing that this whole
time. I hope you're aware that there's been times where Jordan starts talking, and it sounds to me like, and that's what I think it's, and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's been happening. I'm just hoping that Anchor is actually capturing all of these Dead Space moments. We'll just have to hope.
Yeah, I mean, well,
I guess we'll find out.
This will either be the funniest episode of Cape Corner with us just nodding along to stuff that we can't quite hear, or the worst episode of Cape Corner where the audience can't hear more than half of what's being said.
Well, thankfully, when it happens, it only happens for a couple seconds, and then like we get a solid minute or two of like uninterrupted talking.
Yeah.
But it is getting irritating. So,
Okay.
But yeah.
I liked that Rita was a Green Ranger at some point. That
Yeah.
was cool.
It definitely made sense why she had the green power coin.
Yeah. That's a good point. I never thought about that in the original show. I was like,
how'd she
the
get
green
it?
power coin.
You don't know.
That's a good point.
I think again, like I'm showing the Moose Studios comics really hard.
I think in the comic they actually explained that she attacked Ninjor at one time, but Ninjor was like really fucking strong and he drove her off. So she only managed to nab one coin on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the one she grabbed of the 6 of them. I think I
mentioned it last time we were talking about Power Rangers, but I also really like that they explain that the green power coin interacts with the Morphin Grid in a different way than the other 5 do. So when everyone had their morphing blocked, the green one was the only one that still worked because it used like a different access channel, essentially.
Very interesting.
Yeah. And so what they wound up doing, I'm pretty sure I said this before, but I'll say it again because it's still really cool and it bears repeating. So they were like all pinning all their hopes on Tommy doing all the work for a while. And he's like, guys, I'm getting fucking exhausted. I'm just one guy. I can't do this. Billy was out of the picture because he was in the future at the time. Long story. And so the other 4 are like, yeah, if only we could like morph. And they're like, wait.
Like, we have access to the Morphin Grid. You have it. So, like,
what if we just put the energy through your coin into ours? And so he did his fucking little, like, Dragon Zord, but this time the energy arced out.
Morphed into their outfits, except
now. Hello?
It cut out so badly that time that I could not tell if it was coming back or not.
Oh, Jesus. Did you hear anything of what I said?
No, usually it cuts out in the middle of a sentence and then comes back, and then I'm able to like parse enough info to understand what you were saying during that sentence. But if it cuts out halfway through a sentence and then comes back after you finish the sentence, I'm fucked.
Okay, I said that they couldn't morph. Tommy could.
Yeah, he was exhausted. Billy was in the future. And then I think that's where I lost you.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, if only we could morph. And they were like, wait a minute, you have access to the Morphin Grid through your coin. So what if we just took the energy from the grid through your coin? And so he did his little like Dragon Zord, and this time the energy, instead of going into him, like arced through his morpher into those 4. And so they all got their powers, they all got their suits, but now their suits were palette swapped to green.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was fucking rad, dude, because they just had green suits.
Rangers.
They just had green suits for like 6 issues.
Well, that's cool. I like that, and I would like to see that in a show. I would love to see that in a show.
Yeah, it was great.
Lots of.
I think I also said they did they did a live action commercial for the Shattered Grid event a few
Yeah, I
years
saw
back.
that. That was cool. Love Tommy. Love Jason David Frank.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Lord Draken. He's basically the main villain of the Boom Studios comics.
Yeah, I gotta start reading those. I'm currently reading Avatar: The Last Airbender comics and a bunch of DC comics. I gotta go into some Power Rangers comics, man. I gotta.
Yeah, I can link them to you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, please do. I just said, yeah, you definitely should link them.
Okay.
It sounded like you're like, oh no, and I was like, did he get dusted?
We're just experiencing a bunch of blips, and we're not aware of it.
All right. So
back to back, the Avengers are doing something.
5 years have passed. Come on, we gotta go.
Yeah, I think you and I are just getting blipped over and over and over, and we're just not noticing.
We walk out of our rooms. It's been like a fucking millennia, like flying cars or shit. It's like, what the fuck?
Damn, man.
Either that or everyone's tribal because nuclear war finally ravaged us. Okay,
that's more likely.
So the plot of the movie is Bryan Cranston is a wall. and he gets these 5 kids who stumbled upon his spaceship and was like, okay, here's the deal. I was a group of incredible warriors called the Power Rangers, but we were betrayed by one of our own called Rita, and she's back. The fact that you've woken all of us up means that she's probably waking up too. So here's the deal: you got to become the new Power Rangers. You all got to stand in a circle and morph, and like you got to train to fight. You got to be ready because she will come to kill all of you. And we're like, no, we'll just give the coins. And he's like, yeah, well, there's a problem. You already touched them. They're already bonded to you. The only way she can use them is by killing you. So she's going to try to kill you either way, bro. So you might as well fight. And they're like, shit, okay. They made the putties way more swole and dangerous in this. They're giant like fucking rock golems now. She just shows up and starts eating gold, so that she could barf up a monster of gold and call it Goldar. And I'm like, that's not what Goldar was, but fine. Whatever.
Yeah, that was a little. I was like, I want Goldar. I want the real one.
He was a flying monkey man.
Yeah.
He just had gold armor. By the way, it was always my headcanon as a kid. In like episode 3 of that show, there was a Sphinx monster. And it was one of the only times that Goldar fought alongside of a monster, like in tandem. And he just looked like a silver version of Goldar. And I was like, so they're like brothers, right? They gotta be brothers.
Yeah. That would be a cool little connection.
I think in the Sentai they actually were like a team, but you know, Power Rangers really cut shit. So
yeah, they changed things.
A lot of things. Do you know that there's a shot in Power Rangers where one of the clips that they used of like the Megazord fight just had a random Japanese child like the size of the Megazord because he was like on the model city.
Oh my god.
That there's a bit in Power Rangers where like it's showing this giant monster fight and then one shot for like a quick zoom in, like there's like just a kid just like off to the side kind of like, huh?
This funny thing, I don't know if it was like the plot of that Sentai episode that like a kid got turned giant or something, or if it was just something like
footage they never meant to air, and Saban was like, "I'll do it."
That's funny.
But yeah. Anyway, they eventually morph. They get the go. Which is great. Yeah, that music hitting to the shot of their Zords running and flying, I was like, oh, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trini's family is the only one that knows that she's one of the Power Rangers, because like as soon as her brothers see like these superheroes on the news, they're just like, wait a minute, flashback, and it just cut to Becky G being like, I'm basically a superhero, and they're just like, no.
That's fun.
Yeah, so nitpick time. I don't like how they form the Megazord.
That they fall into
they fall into lava and it starts melting the Zords, and so the Zords become all gooey and mushed together, and then come out hardened as one big unit. I'm like,
yeah, that was weird.
First of all, machines definitely do not work like this. Like, I'm sure there's not gears and cogs in there, but there's some kind of shit that's supposed to move certain ways. Now they're just mashed into each other.
Mm-hmm.
But also, does that mean that they can never have their individual Zords again? How do they store this Megazord? Where does it go? Is it just standing in the quarry? Because you'd imagine somebody would notice it.
Yeah.
Some fucking construction worker would be eating a tuna sandwich and he'd be like, hey, wait a second.
Wacky.
Because like I could see like the 5 individual Zords like hiding in places, right? Like in the show, like the pterodactyl Zord hides inside of a volcano. The fucking Triceratops is out in the desert somewhere. The Mastodon is like in a glacier. Where the fuck are they coming from? What kind of biome is Angel Grove in?
I've always wondered that. I was like, how are all these things this close to Angel Grove?
Like, I always assumed that they were like traveling across the world to them, and they were just moving really fast.
Yeah, my favorite way the Zords were ever handled was Ninja Storm, where it's like they're disguised as everyday things. Like the Lion Zord is a Ferris wheel. It was nuts.
Yeah, that's dumb.
It's dumb, but it was fun.
Yeah, but like, what if someone's riding it and then the Power Rangers?
I've always thought that. Every time I watched it, I was like, I really hope no one was on that Ferris wheel.
Yeah, because then they're just like, oh god, and then they're like mashed up into the Megazord, and then they're like,
they're just kind of in there during the whole fight,
and they're put in life-threatening danger.
Oh Lord!
And one of those people was riding during the finale episode when the Zords get like broken and shit.
Yeah, they died.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, these Zords are fine. I don't love the design of the Zords. I like the design of the suits, but I'm not a huge fan of the way they did the Zords.
I think some of them are too hard to figure out what the fuck is going on. Like the Black Zord, where is the head on that thing? Like there's a shot
it doesn't look like a mastodon.
There's a shot where Zach decides to take it for a joyride. And I had so much trouble figuring out what the fuck was going on because I couldn't make heads or tails if it's heads or tails. Thank you.
Yeah, the only one that
Interesting.
the only ones I liked was the T-Rex Zord and the Pterodactyl Zord, and the rest of their designs I found muddled and weird to look at.
Yeah. I'm also not a big fan of the way the Megazord looks.
Yeah.
Like,
I hate it, but first of all, I think there's a little bit too much chrome, especially since they don't have a fucking Silver Ranger. Where'd the chrome come from?
But
yeah, it's also very nondescript. Like it's not.
It looks like a mannequin.
Yeah, the original Mighty Morphin is like that thing is iconic and very clear. It's got the yellow leg, it's got the blue leg, it's got the red head. You know,
it's got like Viking horns. Like,
yeah, it's got a distinct look. You see that if I saw that on a shelf unlabeled, that's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord. If I see this one on the shelf unlabeled, I'm not going to associate with Power Rangers. Wow, yeah, space robot.
So these days, every Megazord has a title, whether it's the like Thunder Megazord or the fucking Charge Max Megazord or whatever. Because it was the first one, it never had like a name. So there's a couple of fan names. Do you prefer Dino Megazord or Mighty Megazord?
I'd probably go with the Mighty Megazord.
Yeah, because like Dino Megazord makes sense for like what it's made of, but it itself is not very dinosaur. Although Mighty Megazord does sound a little, silly. But
yeah, but Power Rangers is silly.
Yeah. But like the original Megazord, like, okay, when it summoned the power sword, they would do this thing sometimes where the sword would fall out of the air and he would just snatch it out of the air. And every time I saw that, I'd be like, no, do the cool one. Because the much cooler version is the sword falls out of the sky, it stabs into the ground, lightning is arcing off of it, and then the Megazord grabs it and pulls it from the earth. And I was like, yeah, that's the shit.
Yeah, I think that's the way they did it. That's the way they did it in the first episode too.
Yes, it was.
It was cool.
So every time they didn't do that,
get a little sad.
No, stop. Let it do the thing. But did the I can't remember. Did the
Megazord in the movie even have a weapon?
I don't think so.
It just did a lot of punchies, I think.
And then it bitch slaps Rita into space. Not into space. Did it? I don't think it was. Nearly into orbit. If not into orbit.
Well, what's funny is that I was kind of hoping she would land on the moon.
Oh, man, yeah. Damn.
Because she's got the moon base in the show.
Yeah. Fuck.
Did you never think of that?
No.
There you go. I made the movie like twice as good for you.
No, it's twice as bad because they missed that opportunity.
Oh, shit. Whoops. Well, you don't know that they missed it. They probably were going to have it be like, I landed on the moon, you fucks, in the sequel.
Yeah, they were probably going to do
that. So once again, I blame the shitty quote-unquote fan community. Like, these motherfuckers haven't even watched Power Rangers since Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, so I don't want them to be like, oh, I know what Power Rangers should be. Really? Because you missed fucking 20 years of it. Dickheads. Wait. No, 30. They missed 30 years of it.
If they haven't watched since... Oh, by now? Yeah.
Yeah, well, almost. It's been going for 29 years. Yeah. But, the point is, it was a really good movie, and you can all suck my fat cock.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I like this movie. I don't get what... I've got the Blu-ray. I don't know why anyone doesn't like this movie.
There's a YouTube channel which is really good called Movies with Mikey.
Mhm.
Who has a banger intro for his videos, by the way. And he did like a little watch party with like 5 of his friends, and they all watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for not Mighty Morphin, they watched Power Rangers, sorry, for the first time, and they were like, "Oh my god, this movie's really good."
Yeah.
And oh, that scene, by the way, at the docks when Rita like kills Billy straight up,
Mhm.
like absolutely devastated me. And there was like a plot point that they were hitting in the movie that like pretty soon like the morphin grid's going to open up, and in that time Zordon can get out of the fucking wall.
Oh yeah.
And like they bring Billy's corpse and then they're all mourning him like hardcore, and right at that moment the morphin grid opens up and Zordon like disappears from the wall, and they're just like that's cool I guess, but fuck man. And then Billy just suddenly like, what's going on? And they're like, what the fuck, you were dead, not like in a coma, but like you had actually died. He's like, yeah, I know what just happened. And then Zordon pops back into the wall. And he's like, yeah, I just look, only one thing could go through the morphin grid. I grabbed your friend's soul and put it back in his body, and I'm still here. You fucking happy, you pricks. And it's like, oh, Zordon. And he's just like, I hate everything.
Cranston did great.
He's a mean Zordon, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. Cranston was great. I love his voice.
Yeah. What's his face as Alpha was there.
Bill Hader, yeah.
Yeah. He exists, sure.
If you're gonna cast an Alpha voice, you might as well make it a Bill Hader type. I mean, I don't know who else I would have cast as Alpha.
You might as well just not have him. With what he was in the movie, you might as well just not have had him, though. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't need him. He was just kind of there.
I mean, I guess I could say that for the show, but, you know.
Yeah.
So, like, Zordon and Alpha, they were like the duo, right? They were like the two guys that,
and like you had an entire TV series to do shit with Alpha. Like, one of my strongest memories of Alpha is the time when he came out wearing a fucking apron carrying a tray of cookies.
Yeah. I love Alpha.
He had oven mitts on. Like, he's a robot. He did that for aesthetic.
Yeah. That was just for fun.
Yeah. I'm like, see, shit like that makes you go, oh yeah, Alpha, what a great guy. Fucking love him. But then, like, the amount of time he was in the movie and, like, the things he said and did, you're just kind of like, okay, weird little potbelly alien robot.
Yeah, I guess I didn't hate the design at least. I was like, if you're gonna make Alpha hyper real live action, alien ancient thing, might as well go with that design. Although I do kind of like the retro techie vibe of the original.
Yeah.
Alpha.
Yeah. It was very like the 50s conception of the future. It was very Rosie the Robot.
Yeah. Good way to put it.
Okay, so I feel like the third act is like the weakest aspect of the movie.
Yes, but consider this. They go to Krispy Kreme.
It's true. I was going to say
just entirely on Krispy Kreme because what's cool is that, remember how I was like, oh yeah, in season 3 they
took like half of the season to set up the Zeo Crystal. Well, similarly, the plot of this movie is that the Zeo Crystal is a crystal of magnificent life force, and
and Rita's trying to get it. And if she's able to get a hold of it, she'll have unlimited power to fuck everything up. And we gotta stop her from getting that fucking crystal. And so part of the movie is trying to find where the crystal is to know where they have to protect. And Billy like takes some like old fucking charts. And it's like, okay, but this is back when the world was like Pangea. So I'm gonna have to do math for a while to like figure out what landmass was where and start like plotting shit geographically.
Yeah.
And he takes like 2 weeks like calculating the shit. And at one point we just see him walking with a map through the town. It's like, and he just stops in front of the Krispy Kreme, looks down at the map, looks up, looks down at the map, looks up, looks down at the map, looks up, and it's like, what? Oh, okay. And he's just like, guys, it's under the Krispy Kreme. And they're like, excuse me? He's like, yeah, the crystal's under the Krispy Kreme. They're like, Billy, he's like, I know, look, it just is, okay? And so they fucking fight to protect the Krispy Kreme. Like, that's what the final battle is. It's the battle of Krispy Kreme.
Having Rita eat a Krispy Kreme donut is just so funny to me.
Yeah, she's like, you know what, before I destroy this place, what's their food like, though? And she's just like... Okay, well, I blow it up. It was very funny. I saw people like try to complain about the marketing. I'm like, but they were so blatant with the marketing that it becomes enjoyable. Like it's like that scene from fucking Wayne's World.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Seen that? Where it's just like constant product placement after product placement, where it's like, you got this, guys. He's like, yes, and it's the choice of a new generation. And he drinks a Pepsi, and he says something about Pizza Hut, and he's like, oh yeah, it's messed up how people are constantly doing blatant sponsorships, and he opens up a pizza box with the Pizza Hut logo. It's like right in the camera. And he's like, what do you think, Garth? And the camera just slowly pans up Garth wearing like shoes, pants, jacket, hat, everything is Adidas.
Mm-hmm.
And Garth's just like, it's like some people only do things for money. And that's just wrong. So good. But yeah, the ridiculous amount of Krispy Kreme stuff, I was like, I think it's funny, honestly. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I honestly enjoyed it.
And the fact that they made Krispy Kreme donuts based on the Power Rangers in real life was top tier cross promotion. Like
I loved that they threw in Jason David Frank and Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah, that was great. I loved
who
that.
Is still absurdly hot.
Yes. Yeah, she is. She's like 45 or something.
Yeah, she's great. And Jason David Frank is great. I love his voice.
I don't know if you ever saw, there was a video I remember that came out around the time of the premiere of this movie where, so what they did was Amy Jo Johnson posted on her YouTube channel. They had, during the marketing tour, they had the 5, kids get together for an interview. And they were like, yeah, this is going to be an interview with like E or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, they had the normal interviewer be like, hey guys, nice to meet you. I'm going to be interviewing you in a few minutes. And she like left the room. And so they're just hanging out. And Amy Jo Johnson was like, okay guys, so what we're doing is that I'm actually going to interview them. And we didn't tell them.
Oh, cool.
And so she goes in and she's like, hey everyone, and they freak out. They're like, oh my god, and they're like so happy to see her. She's like, guys, cool. I'm interviewing you, and they're like, oh, I was not prepared for this.
That's really cool. She's cool.
And so Amy Jo Johnson interviews them, and it's the most wholesome shit ever.
What else do they have going on at the end of this movie here? Let's see.
All in all, great movie.
I definitely like. I feel this movie went the route of
Speed Racer, where one asshole said it was bad, and everyone assumed that it must be bad.
Yeah.
And so now everyone is just like, it's a bad movie. And if you're like, what didn't you like about it? They're like, oh, but I didn't watch it though.
Yes. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is watch Speed Racer.
Yeah, for real. Watch Speed Racer. It's pretty fun.
It really is. And also watch Power Rangers. Like
Yeah,
inform
goofy,
your own
campy
opinion.
things don't have to be bad.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's by far like the best movie I've ever seen or that it's perfect. Like there's some issues I have with it here and there, but I still really liked it. Like it was a fantastic experience overall. It was really good, and I was really excited to see what they did with this universe of the Power Rangers. But I guess we can't have nice things now, fucking can we? I blame Trump.
Might as well.
This happened during his presidency. He somehow
Might as
ruined
well.
it.
You might as well.
Okay.
This is the new thanks Obama.
Like, that's the real crime that I want him
All right.
prosecuted for, is being president while this movie came out.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you?
You bummed me out when I went to see Power Rangers by being here.
How dare you stand where he stood? Okay. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Oh. Did you see that J.K. Rowling got supported by Putin?
What was that?
J.K. Rowling.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, oh, Lord, bringing up a Harry Potter reference.
She got endorsed by Putin.
Oh, dear Jesus.
He was like, she's a victim of cancel culture just like me. And I'm like,
Yeah, I tweeted that it's like, one would think this would be a wake-up call to everyone who hates quote-unquote cancel culture, that maybe being against kindness and decency is the kind of thing evil dictators do, but probably won't wake up to it. Probably not.
We truly live in the dumbest timeline.
The dumbest.
Yeah.
Not even the worst anymore. It's just the dumbest.
Yeah, like we should be better than this, right?
Oh,
okay. Everybody, thank you for listening. You can join the Discord. We post up polls and have discussions, and I post memes sometimes. You can follow me at Cape Corner on Twitter. You can follow Jordan at Phantom Optimist on Twitter. Also, Phantom Optimist is a great show. I'm on it sometimes. Go give it a listen.
Do you want to be on it next week?
Sure. For what?
Oh, Lord, it cut out.
I said sure. Like
what
topic?
Oh, Moon Knight.
Oh, God, it is coming out. Ah! Yeah, dude. I'm so down for that. Yeah. Okay.
No, I do want to give Jade a week,
but
I'll ask him if he can
ask him if he can postpone, because like we also want to do another crossover episode. So yeah. Okay. I next week, if possible, I want to do Moon Knight. And then following week we'll probably do.
Oh, you want to do a tie-in Moon Knight episode for Cape Corner and also on Fandom Optimists?
Yep, dude.
Those are fun.
Wait. It's going to be a series, right?
Yeah. So we can do it at any point. We can do it.
I was going to say I lied. I specifically want to wait until the series finishes.
Cool.
Okay. So next week we'll probably do the other thing we were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. You could support me on Anchor. It's functionally the same thing as Patreon. You just choose an amount that you want to pay every month. It would be really cool.
Except sometimes it doesn't work and cuts out our audio.
Yeah. I meant like the support link, but yeah.
I know. I'm just mad at Anchor right now.
I don't blame you.
I didn't put an ad break in there. I realized that at one point, but it's fine. I'll find a spot. It's not like there's not enough dead space in the episode that I can use. Okay. How should I sign this fucking more phenomenal? No, I hate that.
Diversity.
I'm really glad that they didn't say more phenomenal in that fucking movie. Or wait, did they? Did they say it at one point?
They might have, and I kind of hope they did.
But I hate it though. I've always like Billy's faux intellectual talk in the series always did kind of bug me for reasons I can't fully articulate. Like when he sees Alpha for the first time, like a normal person would be like, "Whoa, a robot!" But he was like a fully sentient, mechanized automaton, and I'm like, Billy, you're just saying shit to say shit at this point.
More phenomenal.
God. Okay. Let's end it with this. Colors aside, if you had to pick one of the dinosaurs, like one of the Power Rangers to be, not like that character, but like if you had one of their, schema, right? Like if it was like Mastodon and I get the axe, or like it was like a Tyrannosaurus and I get the sword, shit like that.
Yeah, I think I'd go. What did Billy get?
Triceratops, and he got a spear.
I'm going with the sword. I'm going T-Rex and the sword.
I might do Saber-Tooth Tiger and the daggers.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because like Trini, I feel like Trini had a lot of repressed issues. Because like she was heavy on that like Asian American, I've got to be proper kind of energy in her day-to-day life. Because she'd be like very pleasant, like, "Oh guys, it's fine, it's okay, yeah." Yeah, and then as soon as she went into battle, she was like, "Yeah!" And she's just like stabbing shit like crazy. Like she was known for being like one of the fastest and most aggressive and ruthless fighters.
Yeah,
I was like, "Yo, this chick's crazy. I love it." All right. I think that's about it. So everybody, thank you for listening. Stay strong. I fucked it up. Goodbye.
just say Anchor fucked it up.
Yeah, Anchor. Why are you doing this to me? How could you? No, I was gonna say stay strong, stay true to yourselves, and remember, we can all be Power Rangers. Because it's like we can all be heroes, but like it's a Power Rangers episode.
Yeah, I like it,
dude. I want to be a Power Ranger.
Dude,
I actually like. Government organizations, stop killing the planet and just give us morphers already.
I'm in. I want to be a Power Ranger.
Do it. You fuck Power Rangers. Okay, bye.